Hello friend, how are you? It is Friday. I'm so excited about Fridays. I'm Pat Sloan and this is my Magical May challenges. Quilty challenges, in case you got on the wrong channel. We're about quilts here. So what it is the 15th, and for today, the challenge is another tidy up. I don't know, I just think Fridays are good for tidying up. You can take that any way you like. It could be tidying in your sewing space, but maybe you take it out of the sewing space today and you go do some other part of your house that might need, you know, a looking into. I know that I have a few of those spots in my house. The last tidy up, I did my dining room table because it had become like a staging area. Like I would pile everything on there. Does that happen to you? I'm not the only one that does that, right? It's like, oh my goodness, just stick it here, just stick it here. And then all of a sudden you got to go through this whole big mess. So that was tidy up. Now today I have a few things that are exciting, like showing you my next fabric line. Yes. So if you were online yesterday on Facebook or on Instagram, you got to see the video clips that Benartex put together. They're basically like some shorter clips for what I did for the sales reps and the quilt shops. So they made a little bit shorter version. And today I want to show you the fabric a little more closely because that was just kind of a sneak peek on there. But before that, so hang on, before that, I'm going to do my rainbow. See, I've still got it up on my auxiliary wall here. So today I decided that I would find some of the fun fabrics, like this one's not so fun, but I would have some fabric that would have some pattern on one side or the other. Like, you know, I like getting these extra, you know, patterns in there. And then here's my other one. I have no idea what this came from, but I really like that green. You know, it's kind of, I don't know even when I got that or where it came from, but there it is. So those are those. Those are the rainbow squares for today. I have to take another count. I think there's a lot of do 2 at a time, but I don't know. I'm not sure I can wait. I might have to do 3. I might have to do 3 at a time. It's like, it's also the 15th of the month, which means lots of fun things happen. One being the Bloomtopia charity quilt. The next section is released for sewing. Now I don't have mine up here today because I want to show you the fabric, so I'll probably bring it up on another daily video. I also am just ready to get the binding on it so that it can actually be shipped away, so that it can be organized for auction. So I won't have it here a whole lot longer, but I will bring it on again. But I do have the stitchery. So this is the piece that we just did, and then this week we get this super cute bird. Do you remember the bird from that was like a bonus pattern? Ah, so cute. So I had to bring him and show you. So I did him as the bonus. He's a big bird. Ta-da! There he is. This is one giant bird, and then I did this in my Bonnie Lane fabric, and then I also used a whole bunch of the squares just to put around him. I think he's so darling. I do need to quilt him, as you can see, but now he will be in the cross stitch, which I just love that concept. So I am keeping up on that cross stitch. My other cross stitch I will show you on another daily video. So it's coming. It is coming. And then before we go to my fabric, the other thing is I have my piece to let it go. So this is going into the bag. It's a pattern I've already done, and so it's in really good shape. I was really careful with it, so I'm going to put it in a plastic bag and a sleeve and put it in for my bag as a gift that'll be to somebody. So if you're still doing some item a day, remember by the end of the month we'll have had 21 items that you've gotten, you know, moved out so that you have some space to do something else. I really like to get like a whole bunch of something. Maybe soon. I might come and show you. I have like a whole bag of things I found because it's like I'm feeling that need. I need some of my bins are like, some of this has to go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I have Morrison Park. So here is the swatch card. I am going to show you my little pieces of fabric, which are the only fabrics we have in here at all, because what they do is that they're called strike-offs. And when we're testing the colors, they send us from the factory pieces of it so that we can, see the colors. And the artist I worked with at Benartex, she will, evaluate everything and be sure that there's all the markings and printing are correct, so there's nothing shifted and, no little bobbles in anything. That's all her job, Jessica. So, yes, let's take a look. Morrison Park, I'm so excited about it. I am going to show you to you in sort of segments and colorways. I'm going to show it to you in colorways. And I will be showing these actually all, the shops can order it now, your favorite quilt shop. So if you want to share this video with your favorite quilt shop, they can order it now. And I'll tell you a little bit about the process from here forward and what's going to happen. But let's look at the fabric first. So I brought the entire red colorway up, and then we'll do the other colorway. So we'll just move that over there, but I'll bring you down closer. So there we go. And this is sort of the pink and reds, and I like to think of them as, sort of like the main, there's two like main colorways. There's a red and a blue, and then there's some other accent colors. So what I have first, let me just show you. This is the main floral. So the whole, my prints on my fabric lines almost always have a main, well, they always have, I can remember, a main floral. And so I just loved how packed this was. I liked getting everything tucked in there. And then I have this accent color of kind of a goldenrod in here. This is the warm, really warm and cozy. There are lots of prints that go with this. This is the, I would say, about the largest scale, so it's not too big actually. It'll cut up beautifully, and the digital quilts that we're making are just gorgeous. I have that, I'll show you in another colorway too, but here's one of my favorites, is geometric. It's got the garden gate. Okay, let's see. The big floral, there we go. And it comes with a light background on these pinky reds. And then I have a bunch of different scale prints. So this sort of, these are kind of called ditzy prints sometimes because they're small, and as you pull them away, they give texture, but they don't, you don't actually see like a distinct image. I've got a stripe with dots, which, whoops, an extra thread. So there you go. And it's sort of like a pinky dot on there. This stripe, I love how it looks as you pull it back because it gives color. It doesn't give like a bold line. I don't know how many of you love a paisley, but I am infatuated with paisleys. I've always loved the paisleys. These have some little flowers in them. So some paisleys don't have flowers. We're also very small paisleys, so they're not like big giant ones. I love the whole scale of it. And here are the tossed flowers, which are really dainty and give, like as you pull it away, give this nice texture. It's not too bold at all. Okay, so that's sort of the red colorway. Let me give you show you the accents next, and then I'll end with the blue. So with the accents, you've seen all the prints, so now it's the prints in different colors. So there is that tossed flower in green, because I always have to have green because I need to do leaves and stems and flowers. The paisley on green is amazing. If you watched the video, you saw these in quilts. So that is cool. I don't have any fabric yet. I'll tell you about that in a minute. There's no fabric. This is all the fabric I have right now, like this piece. So of this green. And the other two companion colors are the goldenrod, which, let me just show you the salvage edge. So there is, whoops, Morrison Park by Pat Sloan. Hand in hand, let's take a stroll through the park. And so if you're doing salvages, saving them, then you get super cute little flowers. And this is a goldenrod. And then my cream. So I can do backgrounds and things like that. Okay, on to the blue. The blue. And I do believe I have to show you the piece that kicked off the entire thing. When we were working with Jessica, the artist, and I are working, we came up with this And it just, this was it. This kicked off the entire line for me. It looks like a midnight garden, you know, midnight in the park. And so this is really the piece that I built around. From there we have it again. Now you've seen all of the colorways of it in the light. The lights are really cool when we're doing the quilt mock-ups. I can't wait to actually cut them and put them together. So now the blues, as you can see, I'll just sort of lay them out here. From here I've got sort of lights and mediums, and then a little bit darker. So there's a range of shades of blue. Here's the light small print. Here's this garden gate with a reverse color, so it's dark. The blue stripe, so as you come back again, see, it looks like really nice texture. My blue paisley. Is that a song? It seems like it should be a song, a blue paisley, like a country song. The blue paisley and the tossed flowers and some dots. Woo! And that is Morrison Park in a nutshell, in a quick walkthrough. So here, I'll hold the card up again. So what happened is you know, as it does, is things, it's just the way it is. I don't have any fabric yet. So like if I had gone to the trade show this week, I wouldn't have had anything but these little scraps to make up something. So I will be making quilts when the early fabric comes in. So what happens is early fabric comes for me to make things, for the sales reps to have fabric, for other designers to make fabric up, to, you know, maybe put something in a magazine. So that is what the process is right now. I'm waiting for that initial fabric. And then right now your favorite quilt shop can order this. So you can show them this video and ask them to order Morrison Park from Benartex for you. You know, contact their sales rep or contact the company. It's really easy. And I'll also link below here the Benartex video in case you didn't see it yet, because I know not all of you are on Facebook or Instagram, and that's where they shared it yesterday. I will do a blog post in a few days, probably next week. I will show all the things in there on my post, and I will be building my fabric page to have all of this on there as well. So there's a lot to do to get prepped, and then there'll be sort of a lull. And during that lull, I might show you little pieces of it, but you know, you can't order the fabric until the real orders come in that the quilt shops have done. They have to go, you know, take the orders and print that, and then that will come in the end of September, probably beginning of October timeframe. And when it does, this is the exciting part. I am asking a dozen friends that are awesome designers to play around with my fabric and create something in their signature styles and so with their designs. And then we'll do this really great tour, and you'll be able to see all of their creations with my fabric. It's really neat. It's really neat for me to see how other people envision it, because they look at it a lot differently than I do. So that's super cool. So they're all excited because they're waiting for fabric too. Once the fabric comes. So thank you for taking the Morrison Park tour here at our daily, and it is tidy up day. So I hope you find something in your house to straighten up, clean up, get rid of, and work on your rainbow. Tomorrow we have a fun challenge, really fun. And when you read it right now, you don't know what it is. At least I hope you don't. I wrote it funky so you wouldn't guess. So there you go. Thanks so much. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate everything you do for me and my family. Mwah, mwah. Love you. See you online. Bye-bye.